Senior White House correspondent Peter Doocy joins us with the detail. Good morning, Peter.
Good morning. The response rate was pretty low to that email, considering that the Office of Personnel Management told the people that they manage, federal workers, they did not have to reply to it. It was optional to send back 5 things that they did last week. And so now Elon Musk is saying the email request was utterly trivial, as the standard for passing the test was to type some words and press send. Yet, so many failed even that inane test, urged on in some cases by their managers. Have you ever witnessed such incompetence and contempt for how your taxes are being spent? Makes old Twitter look good. Didn't think that was possible. And so this is what's coming next. Musk says, subject to the discretion of the president, they, federal workers, will be given another chance. Failure to respond a second time will result in termination. And Musk and President Trump are alleging that federal payrolls are not as they seem.
So what they're doing is they're trying to find out who's working for the government. Are we paying other people that aren't working? And, you know, where's all that? Where's the money going? There was a lot of genius in sending it. We're trying to find out if people are working. And so we're sending a letter to people. Please tell us what you did last week. If people don't respond, it's very possible that there is no such person or they're not working.
The Doge team is claiming they've now cut $65 billion in programs and duplicate payments, but to reach their lofty goal of $1 trillion cut, they're going to have to shrink the federal workforce more because not enough people took the buyout offer. So that is what this is all about. Back to you.
So, Peter, given the fact that Elon Musk is saying you got to do this, and it went out to all the employees, and then various agency heads have said, yeah, don't listen to that. You don't have to do it. Is this a power struggle? What's going on?
It seems like this is something that Elon Musk has had success with and liked doing at his companies, and we just never really had a window into the way that he managed. This is the way that he manages. And even though when they go to a court hearing and a judge asks the Justice Department representing the White House, who's in charge of Doge? And they don't say Elon Musk, they say, we don't actually know. It is Elon Musk just trying to, more than anything, it seems, make a point about the way that these bureaucracies are run. And none of the federal agencies have said to their employees, don't ever write back, this is the wrong thing. They just want to coordinate their responses. So in many cases, it seems like when there is sensitive information or classified stuff that, or names of sensitive people that they don't want getting out, they're just all going to send back the same thing. The people that work at the CIA are going to send back the same 5 things. Same at FBI, same at DNI. Stuff that it seems like that's where this is going.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Peter.
Thanks,
the
Peter.
president said it's really just to make sure there's a body in that position, that it's not just a paycheck is going to a girlfriend of a guy who has passed away or something like that. So he just wants to make sure there's a warm body in that chair. And that's why he said, Elon said, just write something back. Like,
Yeah, but where's the chair? Is the chair at home?
No, they're all back in the office.
By mid-March.
Didn't they have to go yesterday? Monday. Because remember Kelly Loeffler, we're going to interview her. Right. She was in the office last Friday saying, look at all these empty desks. They'll all be filled on Monday.
I think the mandate was everybody's got to be back by mid-March. And it varies, as we have seen, it varies from agency to agency.
No matter when they're coming back, I think the question is, isn't it kind of egregious that we don't know where some of the employees are and we don't know if someone is working? I mean, a private business would never be able to function this way. Every penny matters. But when you have a blank check, being the federal government, they don't care. And so you may have some people that are dead. You may have some people that just aren't working on anything. No matter what the reason is, we got to figure out who these people are and if they're alive or not. And I think this is a great strategy to doing it.
You know what I would like? I would like to see if some of the Doge workers, maybe they have a press conference. And like some handle education, some are handling Treasury, some are handling transportation, some are soon going to be handling the Pentagon. So Elon Musk, if he wants to chair it, just say these are some of the men and women that have been doing some of the investigation, and then just work their way through. This is the problem in education. This is what we're cutting at more than USAID. There are some other things that are going up there that aren't as blatant as teaching Zambians English. That we shouldn't be spending money on. So let's see. I see some of those nameless, faceless 20-year-olds who I have nothing against, but I would like to see them talk about what they're finding.
I somewhat disagree, bruh, and not because I don't want transparency, but I think we're dealing with a breed. These aren't part of the reason why there's, a communications area about the tone and all that is because these aren't those type of people. They're coders. These are people that look, these are tech guys. It's going to be up to the department heads, the people that run these cabinet posts, to explain to us exactly what's going on in their department.
And here's the thing.
You don't want them targeted either.
Yeah, exactly.
To that point, Sean Duffy himself released, these are the 5 things I did last week. We told you last week that every agency has got a Doge team. There's a Doge team leader, there's an HR person, and there's a lawyer. So I think that ultimately what we have started to see is the various agencies, like Sean Duffy, coming out and saying, okay, this is what we're doing to trim waste, fraud, and abuse. When you go agency by agency, that way, rather than it just being a wholesale machete right across the top, they can make the argument, okay, this is what we did, and it was targeted, and it is saving you money, and it's not impacting safety. Ultimately, that's what we're
a lot of
right
people
about.
voted for Trump because they were tired of the way that the federal government and people who didn't like him, people who opposed him, were against him and weren't going to vote for him, and they were going after him. There was the weaponization of the DOJ.